Hi everyone, it's your girl Yarday. Thank you so much for tuning into our show, Be Generation New. Follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Be Generation New.
Hey, I'm Zoe. Don't forget to support the movement. Cash at LGN01. And if you have a business, you need promotion, don't forget to contact us on Facebook and Instagram. Booyah!
Hello everybody, my name is Raquel. I'll be a guest interviewer today with LIB Generation New. Today I have Yarday here and I will be interviewing her about this amazing business she has. Yarday, please give me a little background about yourself and this business that you created.
And my brand is Janjy's Collection. And Janjy's Collection is about, it's a lifestyle brand about the total well-being of the human body. It highlights a little bit about fashion and wellness. And the reason of me choosing it to be a lifestyle brand is because I believe as human, if you feel good, you look good. So you have to first take care of your inside, and then that reflects on the outside.
I really love that model. I remember doing some research, checking out your website and seeing your beautiful Instagram, which we will get back to in a little bit. You kind of say, this collection is about celebrating you. So tell me about that. What is this focus about? Like re-embelling and revitalizing, kind of have that balance.
You as human, right? You have to celebrate yourself. At first, I believe in taking care of yourself, your well-being, and in order to be happy, you have to take care of yourself from the inside, meaning there is a quote, I don't know what it is, but it's an inside out.
Yeah, the way you feel inside is kind of the way you want to feel outside.
Right.
I love that. So,
and that's what really triggered my brand, because I believe I was going through a time in my life, and it was very confusing. I'm sure some of us go through that sometimes, confused about what to do with your life, and career and everything in general. So I realized that I really had to sit with myself and ask myself, what is it that I want to do? And just block out everybody on the outside, all the voices on the outside, and just sit with myself. Once I did that, I was able to, get what I wanted to do as a career, what my life, my life goal, what I wanted to do. So, and that's how all this came about.
yeah, it's kind of how you developed like the lifestyle collection. Did it start with just like the fashion and the jewelry initially?
I did start out with fashion at first. I started with fashion, I want to say 2007, 2008. And then I put a hold on that, and then I went to college. I initially wanted to do nursing, but then that didn't work out, so I took some time off. So I really did that whole soul searching thing, and I came back to fashion, and I went back to school for fashion. So through all that whole process, I developed this feeling of like taking care of myself, and I went through some personal experiences, and which was really how my wellness line came in, and that's how I developed the wellness line. It was more personal, like had to do with female, right? And as you saw my my wellness line, Janjy's Detox, that was a line. It was born out of me going through some issues, and I also heard other women talking about issues like fibroids and vaginal bacterial vaginosis and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and just general infection that women go through.
Yeah, because I noticed how you have this beautiful clothing line, this beautiful jewelry, and then we're getting into detoxes, and I'm like, ooh, detoxes. Like, I can get some beautiful bracelets, a whole nice outfit, and then I was really looking into it. There's so much about female health on your website that I just was like blown away, because I feel like in my culture, I'm Brazilian American, so it's a little bit common, but being in first generation born in America, female health isn't really talked about as much.
Exactly.
It's very hush hush. And these products you have, tell us about the detoxes and the pearls.
like you said, female health is really not talked about. You depend on doctors and nurses to kind of like take care of, whatever issues that you're going through. And what I learned is some of the doctors or whatever your doctor prescribed you, it really doesn't cure the problem. It just, deal with it for a little bit.
The symptoms. It's just
Yeah,
treating
it just
the
treats
symptoms.
the symptoms. It doesn't cure the problem. And I learned that dealing with wellness, as you take care of yourself, you kind of eliminate,
Yeah.
Developing
Reoccurring
symptoms,
issues.
reoccurring
Yeah,
issues
yeah.
with your body. So that's how I got into that. And when I got into the detox, I did some research, and I even asked my family members, like my mother and my grand aunt, and they were open with the idea, and they told me like this is actually like a traditional practice that we do back home in Liberia. So that's when I was
they
like,
don't have
wow.
what we have for.
Yeah.
In general, like how did women 100 years ago handle a yeast infection?
Exactly.
Or, handle any bacterial buildup in these lady parts. It happens. We can't deny it. So it's something that I've always talked about. I love this reality of that there's a way to handle it without
Yes.
always taking that pharmaceutical route.
Which is like the fast, route. But so yeah, and that's how they were very open up with the idea. Even my dad asked my dad, but because I grew up with his mother, my grandmother, and I remember her treating women that would recently give birth, and she will prepare like herb for them.
Yeah, like kind of like a tea, right?
Yes.
It's a special brew. My grandmother
Yes.
was very homeopathic in my home country too as well.
Absolutely, yes. So I became very confident with the idea, and that's how I started getting more into that.
So, if you don't mind me asking, where do these things come from that are in the detoxes? Do you have control? Like, how do you get control of what you're getting?
They're
Where are they
actually
coming
like
from?
natural herbs, like lavender, for example,
heard
oolong
Yeah.
tea. So most of these herbs you can actually drink it as tea,
Mhm.
or you can just use it as like a steam.
It's a preventative.
Exactly.
Okay.
So these are very common. You can get it at your local farm, like
Yeah.
farm stand, or even like a Whole Foods.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
work at
so
community gardens a
organic
lot, and you
stores,
can
yeah.
get these items. So that's cool. So I know you mentioned this whole process with this steam. I've never seen this. Are you comfortable maybe explaining a little bit about this and why if it's a little traditional or not?
I can, yes. The steam is really, it's not that complicated. You just steam up a pot of water,
Mm-hmm.
prepare the herb, measure the herb,
Yeah.
a cupful,
Mhm.
and pour it into like 8 cups of water.
Okay. The
So
water you already pre-boiled.
Already-
It's nice and
yes.
warm. Okay.
you already, and you have to test. Testing is very important because you don't want to burn your skin cells. So you definitely have to test the water, and you can put it into like a little bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I do saw the pan also.
Mhm.
You can actually put the pan over the toilet. If it over any toilet seat, you put it over there and just pour the water in with the steam in there, with the herb in there, and sit over it. It's almost like a self-care,
Yeah, it's like it's part of the
Self-love,
routine. You
yes.
add into the week or something like that. So
Absolutely.
I noticed you brought some of
And
the
it's very
packets.
soothing.
Can
Yes.
I see them?
So this is the steam.
Oh, okay, cool. So okay. Yeah, no, I love your packaging. I love everything. So
Thank you.
your whole decision to combine the fashion, the beauty, the wellness. You even went on into like the waist training aspect too. All of this. So you said you went through a reflection period. You realized I like this, I like this, I like this. How can I embody all this into one business? So what challenges did you face then when you were like, okay, I have this really big brand?
Yes, it is kind of difficult managing everything, but it becomes easier when you take it like, this is a day to day. This is my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you don't have to struggle with, okay, which one do I do first?
Mhm.
So lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just treat it as that, and it doesn't become a headache.
That's amazing. So I even saw that you've been making face masks and everything during this period.
I have.
So did you sell out a lot?
I did. I sold a lot of face masks. I sold about $3,000 worth, which
Wow.
I donated the money that I raised, I donated that to orphanage home in Liberia.
That is amazing to
So,
hear.
yes.
I absolutely love hearing that. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Melting my heart, making me cry right here. I love that. No, seriously, I love to see people, you know, taking a moment to realize there's a need, creating a product that is filling that need, but not only just taking that profit. You could have invested it into your business. You could have just kept it. You decided to donate, and that's a really beautiful thing. So I think that's amazing to see. You know, you've integrated culture into your business. You've integrated your life essentially into your business. It's amazing to see. So, what other people do you look up to? What would you say other artists, maybe fashion designers that inspire you?
It's very hard for me to really. I know it sounds funny, but it's hard for me to pinpoint designer that inspire me. You have to reach them on different levels, not only fashion.
That's why Targets exist, right?
Exactly.
Like you hit all levels, and that's what your business is kind of doing. It's incorporating the things that you use, which to feel good, which is typically, I think, clothing. Everyone used to use clothing as a description, to actual, these detoxes.
Yes.
And
the
did you
thing
get
about
nutrition as well?
I can go on and on.
I know, right? We really could.
Yes, with the waist trainer, this is the staple waist trainer for my line, and as you can see, it's a African print. This is kente. The kente print is very popular in the Black community and around the world, I should say, right? It's the kente print originated from Ghana, and with my fashion line, I try to design pieces and work with textiles that are from around the world, like the kente from Ghana, the country cloth from Liberia, the mud cloth from Malay, and so many others. So that's my goal, to actually reach people from different countries and highlight the culture of Africa.
Beautiful. I love that. So we were kind of actually talking fashion before this a little bit, and you mentioned that, we're always kind of doing something a little different. You're always adding like these different elements, and you're using the traditional patterns,
Right.
but you're maybe bringing some other elements that are, I would almost say bold, right?
Yeah. Like my past collection from last year, I did the Liberian country cloth, and I used different modern aesthetics, like chiffon. I used tulle. When you think about tulle, you think like fun. I use tulle, and so I just use ruffles. So I use different type of materials, and just to kind of embrace the modern flair.
Very beautiful pieces I've seen on your Instagram page. I encourage people to definitely check it out and see some of the work that you've made. Definitely, your way around fashion and clothing and colors for sure. So if we were going to look you up online, how would we go about that? And purchase your products.
My website is shopjanjy.com, shopjanjy.com, Instagram Janjy's Collection, Facebook Janjy Collection. Everything else is Janjy Collection. Simple. You can't
keep
miss
it simple. I love it.
Yes.
No, we can find you. That's beautiful. So I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain your
Welcome.
products.
Thanks for having me.
We loved it. So thank you.